Our opening is 30 seconds of farts.
I'm loving it.
Live from Cool Boys Central.
You can be the boss down there. I'm boss up here.
Hold your dicks and rub your tits.
You'll be ice cold.
Here come the Cool Boys.
Just a young boy.
So cool.
So cool.
So cool.
I see cool boys.
Nobody's eating right now, even though this episode's all about eating, but what are you guys drinking?
Bang bitches.
Fuck boys, bang bitches, cock boys.
So what are you fuckboys drinking tonight?
I am having an autumn drink. I am having a moonshine apple cider with an ice ball.
Oh no.
Then you probably are going to be editing this episode, because I kind of refuse to edit the episodes where you're blackout drunk anymore.
I don't think I blacked out once yet doing this show. Also, I'm the only cool boy not to get a hangover after recording.
Yes, again, blackout drunk means you've drank the amount of alcohol that would cause a human to black out, average human. But Ballard is, of course, a replicant. He has super strength.
Felk, actually, I think we all blacked out the last half of Bond, didn't we?
Yes.
We were pretty good.
I blacked out. I think I blacked out the last half of Bond for sure.
Cool Boy Nation, check out James Bond Part 2. We all black out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all blacked out at some point during Bond Part 2.
Wait, blackout means like pass out.
No. You forget sections. Things get blurry.
Oh, I thought blackout mean you passed out. Meaning
No, that's pass out.
Oh,
That's pass out,
and then you get Polanski'd.
You know, blackout is just simply forgetting even while you're awake, and then pass out is when you fall asleep.
Yeah. I am drinking Corona. 24 ounces of it.
That's
I love
new.
Corona.
Oh, Corona's piss.
Oh, I love it. That's the best piss.
What's wrong? No, that's wrong.
I think Corona is absolutely the best piss ale you can get.
Corona should only be drank in Mexico or on the beach with a lime.
No, see, Mexico's got to be all about Tecate.
Oh, I mean, if you're going to have to do Corona, that's what I'm saying, but I would prefer never to do Corona.
There's a whole big country not anywhere close to the beach, and they all deserve to drink Corona. You Bay Area elitist.
It's Dom Toretto's favorite beer.
You can have any kind of beer you want as long as it's a Corona. That's his line in Fast and Furious.
No, it isn't.
It is. Yeah.
Which Fast and Furious?
First one.
The first one, I think. And then in the 18th one or the 19th one, Kurt Russell offers him like a ballast point, and he's like, I only drink Corona.
No, he doesn't. Does he
yes,
really?
Yes, he does.
You need to brush up on your Fast and Furious.
Oh, I've seen each movie once, and that's more than enough. But I did like Fast 5.
Cool. Well, I am drinking a unnamed whiskey with a red bottle wax top on the rocks. That's Maker's Mark. On the rocks.
If you're a whiskey manufacturer with a red wax top, please contact us at thecoolboyspodcast at gmail.com. You owe us money because we've mentioned you.
You know what, Noli? I realized tonight that if I ever ordered anything like at the bar on the rocks, I guess, is it okay to order it heavy on the rocks? Because I love ice. I just want so much ice in my glass.
Give me an ice on the rocks.
I would say I would say heavy on the rocks. I think that sounds pretty good. Heavy on the rocks? That's a pretty cool way to say it.
I don't like a lot of ice in my cocktail. That's just fucked
up.
Oh,
fuck. I love ice and everything. Because I'm a sweaty boy, you know, so I give me as much ice as I can.
Do you love it in your asshole?
Greetings, Cool Boy Nation, and welcome to another installment of the Cool Boys Podcast. I'm Felk.
I'm Ballard.
And I'm Noli. Wow, you guys brought some energy.
Energy.
So cool.
This episode, we will be discussing fast food and all the fabulous boners it has given us. We will rate our top 5 fast food chains, as well as our least favorite fast food, and which fast food has given us terrible poopies. But first, we have some cool boy updates. So, gents, what have you been up to?
In the past week, I've been editing our Blade Runner episode, so let's keep talking about it.
No.
What more can we say?
Nothing more.
But Cool Boy Nation, if you've seen the movie and you want to hear what we think about it, go check out our spoiler cast, Blade Runner 2049.
What do you want?
And I love Dick.
I guess just going into my update, the reason I'm having a moonshine followed by a moonshine and a steak sandwich. I started, of course, I've been watching this whole month of October my Halloween movies. and I put on Friday the 13th last Friday the 13th, and I've never seen the series before, so I'm starting from scratch from the first episode. And the game I played with my wife was how many times a woman is sexually harassed in the movie. It is what is considered sexual harassment today is throughout the entire film. It was a pretty fucking funny game, and you can have a good time drinking to it.
Just guys slapping butts, grabbing a boob.
Old men
Honk,
talking
honk.
dirty for no reason at all. People touching women inappropriately or without asking. Like, it's just all that shit. It was fucking hilarious. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, the past was better than the present. That's where we are right now.
Can't do anything anymore.
No.
You can't do anything anymore. You can't fucking take a shower and ask your assistant to come in and take notes.
Nope.
Can't jack off into a potted plant while a young actress stares at you.
Who hasn't done that? Cum is good for plants.
I'm loving it.
Well, okay, so my update, hopefully tonight I'll get the chance to play it because I know you guys don't care, but I did get Gran Turismo Sport on the way home. It's the first Gran Turismo game since 2010, and it is the franchise that got me into the PlayStation.
2010?
Yeah, I mean, this was like Sony's premier, the PlayStation game. It's what sold the original PlayStation and the PS2 with Gran Turismo 3 and 4.
You're giving it a little bit more credit than it deserves. You're forgetting Ridge Racer.
Ridge Racer's a sim. Ridge Racer's an arcade game. This is a sim game. There's racing arcades.
I know the difference, yes.
Nolan, do you not care about racing games? Ballard obviously cares about Ridge Racer.
I played the original Gran Turismo, and that's fine. But yeah, I mean, racing games to me are kind of like fighting games. Like, they had their time, and time has moved past them. Like, there's nothing exciting to me about running a car like through the motions, like around and around and around a track.
Fighting games are actually big right now. I mean, there's the resurgence of Street Fighter and Injustice and all that stuff.
Oh, well, they shouldn't be.
Guys, the best tournament game ever, Super Mario Brothers 3 Wizard.
What?
That's pretty off topic.
They end the movie on a tournament of Super Mario Brothers 3, and it was like the release of the game
Yes,
was
yes,
a big.
yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
it was. Dude, that's how I found out about Super Mario Brothers 3, and it blew my goddamn fucking little baby dick wad all over the place.
Guys. Would you rather have to eat all your food for the rest of your life from McDonald's, but all the food and food-related expenses, delivery, gas, etc., are completely free? And also, once a year, Hugh Jackman fucks you up the ass. Or have to eat all your food from whatever restaurant chain you choose. Upscale options are okay, but all food costs and related expenses are on you. And being able to get to the food is a factor, so locations matter. And also, once a year, Hugh Jackman fucks you up the ass.
Wow. Well, there you go. That's that.
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman's fucking you up in the ass regardless of the choices you make.
Well, that's a bonus.
The Hugh Jackman almost seems like not a factor, but to adhere to cool boy mandates, anal sex has to be in our Would You Rathers. And I also kill two birds with one stone and mention Hugh Jackman this episode.
All right.
For sure. I mean, remember, the template for all Would You Rathers is would you rather fuck butt or butt fuck?
Yeah.
It is.
So I wrote this one, so obviously I have my answer. But the key thing to keep in mind is being able to access the food is a factor. So if everything's paid for with McDonald's, you can even call it and say, like, just bring it to me, and that's all paid for. But if you pick Panera Bread or whatever, you not only have to, get the food on your own dime, but if you want it delivered, that's extra. You have to be able to do that. So, but you can pick any restaurant you want. I'm assuming that one of you might hate McDonald's enough to pick a different option.
So the second option, it says, or have to eat all your food from whatever restaurant chain you choose. Does that mean like I can constantly change it? Like it's a different one every time?
No, you have to pick one.
So if I'm saying Panera, I just have to eat at Panera for the rest of my life and I have to pay for it.
Yeah.
But I get fucked by Hugh Jackman in the ass.
Yes.
The McDonald's thing is like, there was a movie made about a guy who ate it every single day and he almost died.
Yeah, he's a douchebag in real life too. He did not
sure he
almost
is.
die. That dude drank nothing but regular Coke, the full 1 liter of Coke every meal. He got the fattest option. Also, that was 2004 McDonald's.
Dude, yeah. Also, you're failing to remember, even in the documentary, there was the moment where the guy was that they interviewed that's I've eaten a quarter pounder every day my entire life, and he's thin as fuck.
Yeah. You can because McDonald's has water. McDonald's has 0 calorie options. McDonald's has now grilled chicken breasts and salads and stuff.
If McDonald's still isn't real food to me, so I will have to choose number 2. I don't know what restaurant it'll be, but it'll be upscale as fuck. And
Yeah.
I'll pay for it because I pay for my food right now. And the bonus is, once a year, Hugh Jackman's fucking me up the ass. I'm fine with that.
I would go with McDonald's, hands down, just for the fact that I'll never have to pay for food again, and I can get it delivered to me all the time. And McDonald's is gonna change it up. They always have something new every other year, and they have enough variety that I could survive. Because there was a high school teacher who tried the Super Size Me thing not that long after it, and showed that you could actually lose weight. Doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what McDonald's you go into too. I've been in ones that offer smoothies and protein shakes. I'm where the fuck am I right now?
McCafe.
Oh, yeah.
They got a whole line, man.
I just don't think it's real food. Even their healthy stuff is not real food.
And Ballard?
Oh yeah, McDonald's hands down. Everywhere you go regionally, McDonald's is different. I can have it delivered from anywhere. By the way, food costs for 4 people is a lot. So if everyone in my house is just eating McDonald's for free, done.
Oh yeah. It's unlimited, so you can also feed your family that way too.
Oh yeah, I'm feeding my family. I mean, I realize we're feeding them with salads probably more than we want, but I mean, I can get a lobster roll.
Worried about the tumors that'll be developing inside their stomachs.
No,
No,
because
it's not that bad
tetracyte
for
is
you.
it's all good, and pink slime, it's all good. It's just fucking future.
Every meal.
By the way, tetracyte
meal.
is just is so we're clear is what they used to I think put in McDonald's burgers, and that's a really fancy word for earthworm.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
There was just a little bit of it ground up.
Fuck yeah,
teensy
I like
bit.
to eat grubs just like Lion King.
Yeah.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah. If you pick In-N-Out, all right, you can't go to the East Coast because you'll starve.
I have issues with In-N-Out because they're
There's only 4
Oh,
things
yeah,
on the
In-N-Out
menu.
sucks.
Yeah, it's burgers.
In-N-Out really needs to add bacon, and they need to add at least 1 chicken sandwich.
Oh yeah, In-N-Out needs a full menu.
They
Like,
don't
what the
have
fuck?
to. They don't have to at all.
No, they should. They really should.
It's their niche. They don't have to add shit.
Cool Boy Nation, if there is a would you rather you would like us to discuss on a future podcast, please email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. Well, cool boys, I don't think you can get a more topical would you rather than that. Time to move on to our Cool Boy show topic.
Report preliminary findings.
Not worried about her. We gotta keep him gagged.
Cool Boy Nation, pop your cocks and drop your tops.
It might be interesting and important for you to know.
It's time for our Cool Boy show topic.
Hey, I like that.
Spoilers.
No sweat.
So cool.
And now, a reading from the Book of Felk.
It was a hot, humid Tuesday afternoon in Houston. I sat alone in my room, staring out into the great Texas abyss, jamming a glass dildo into my teenage ass ever so gently, being very careful not to shatter it.
Oh no.
You know what they say, glass in the ass brings on the gas. I grabbed a handful of my supple boy ass and began to go deeper. Lance returns. Lance had my phone ringing off the hook.
Oh, Lance.
But there was no time for his CBAs. That's cool boy antics. No time for his socks on, never off philosophy. And certainly no time for his Jesus. And certainly no time for his hats. I was in the ass slamming zone this time. But then, as sweat secreted from my hard bod and pre-cummed oozed out my rad rod, my stomach shouted, "Hi, Felk, I'm your stomach." I replied with delight. "Hi, stomach, I'm Felk." And
Wait, how old are you?
Teenage.
Okay, teenage.
Yeah, we then had a fabulous conversation about whether or not my ass was straight or possibly gay. Keep in mind, the careful jamming of the glass dildo never ceased, only raged on with powerful purpose. I tried to explain that a gay ass wouldn't enjoy such punishment. That's not accurate. But my stomach digressed. Was my stomach hungry, I thought? How could it believe such a dastardly lie? This is when things got serious. I pushed that glass dildo into my ass as far as it could go, to the fucking breaking point. My ass roared with applause. My heart pattered with glee. My nipples burst out of my chest and screamed, "Yeezies!" But my stomach was silent. How could this be? I knew I was straight. He must be hungry. Well, that was the first time I had fast food. What about you guys? So these are going to happen every single...
Wait, what? You had fast food after, I guess, this amazing ordeal?
I guess that's the narrative.
Yeah, it looked like his stomach was hungry, so he had to feed it something.
Glass dildos are made of tempered glass. Like, there is no way you're going to shatter one.
Well, I can't argue with ass slamming zones, Those are the moments you're in those zones.
Your teenage self hammered that glass pretty hard, though, right? I mean, there
no,
was
like
a possibility
human strength can't break them. Most glass dildos are actually plastic. They're just called glass dildos for marketing purposes.
Well, what about in the 90s when this would be happening?
Definitely plastic, I think. I mean, there is no chance of a glass dildo shattering. You can, because they're designed to be jammed up there.
How old is your friend Lance?
This is a fictional character you've created.
Yeah.
I don't know. How old is Lance? Is Deckard a replicant? We're asking questions
real.
that don't have answers.
I'm guessing most of these stories happen when folks like 12 or 13, so I'm thinking Lance is more like a 17-year-old. Like he's at the cusp of being an adult, but he's not quite an adult.
Yeah, he thinks he's an adult.
Yeah, and he has all these scenarios and games he plays with Felk. Like he's up to no good.
Lots of scenarios, and yes, absolutely. He is always up to no good with those hats.
Yeah.
That's saying, Felk. That's a timeless saying. I knew that saying. I should
What's
always
saying? What's saying?
What's the saying?
The glass in the ass brings on the gas.
That's not really true either.
What the fuck does that mean?
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and move on. Now that we've established the backstory to Lance, at least some of it, we filled it in. He's still a mystery character. Well, tonight's show topic is going to be our top 5 fast foods and fast food related stories and incidents. So to start with our top 5 personal fast food restaurants, our favorite fast food restaurants of all time. I wanted to establish what constitutes a fast food restaurant. TGI Fridays is not a fast food restaurant. Panera Bread is not a fast food restaurant. Corner Bakery is not a fast food restaurant. So fast food restaurant to me is you should expect it to have a drive-through. Now, there's Taco Bells that don't have drive-thrus, and there's KFCs that are obscure and don't have drive-thrus, but you would expect them to have one. If that's the key feature. As long as that's there, it's a fast food, and that's really it. It doesn't have to be nationwide. It can be regional. It can't have be like Portillo's, where there's like 3 in the entire country. But if it's dispersed around one area, Southwest, West Coast, what have you, In-N-Out would count, for example. That's a fast food restaurant. So, who wants to go first?
So drive-through. There's places like Chipotle though, where your food is literally made with like 4 people slamming food into your burrito, and you have it within 15 seconds.
No, because it doesn't call itself a fast food restaurant. Now, granted, no one calls himself a fast food restaurant.
Actually, Chipotle, you get your food faster.
You have to park and walk in. So it's technically, it's technically a restaurant. The industry term is quick serve industry because they don't want to use the fast food industry. But Chipotle categorizes itself as a casual dining restaurant, which puts it up with like Chili's. Even though they don't bring the food to you, you have to get into an assembly line. You have to tell them every single step. If you want to put Chipotle on your list, I'm not going to argue.
I wouldn't. But if we were classifying Chipotle as fast food, would it be on your list? I think
it would not be. I like
time.
Chipotle a lot, but I can't drive through and get my burrito there. Even if I could, I wouldn't fucking trust them to get it right because every Chipotle order starts the exact same. What do you want? Go burrito, and they go, what kind of rice, what kind of meat, what kind of beans? I say, chicken, white rice, no beans. They put on the white rice. I go, what kind of beans? I go, no beans. They go, what kind of meat? I go, chicken. They ask every question redundantly. They're fucking idiots. So I think that they're not even capable of being a fast food restaurant.
What do you think about something like the Habit?
No, casual dining. You got to walk in and eat your meal there.
That's casual dining. This is very complicated.
Not really. Drive-through. I think that's a very clear divider. Now, if you have a pre-existing list with nothing but non-drive-through casual dining places, so be it. Fast food is what your heart tells you it is in the end. That's what's most important. Go with your heart. You wouldn't have jumped, Rose.
Well, I guess let's get into our top 5. Who wants to go first?
I can go first, I guess.
All right, Ballard, do it.
All right, well, so I know this is top 5 favorite, and you're going to have to bear with me on understanding why this particular one is my favorite. This one is my favorite because, in the end, it has the best memory for me. One of the best memories for me. This is Wendy's. My number 5 is Wendy's. And the reason Wendy's is my number 5 is just because of notoriety. And why it's notable is I went to a Wendy's in Ohio. I think it was Newark, Ohio. And this is probably mid-90s. And at this Wendy's, I was ordering. It was my turn to order. My brothers had ordered. We all got to order our own meals. And then, of course, my dad orders his meal, and then he pays for the whole thing. So I'm with my dad and my brothers, and both of my brothers go first, and I'm a smartass. So I get up to the cashier, and they ask me what I want. And I say, I want a double cheeseburger with a Frosty. And they said, would you like cheese on that? And I said, not on the Frosty, assuming I said double cheeseburger, you moron. So obviously I want cheese on the cheeseburger. My dad actually grabs me aside and says, Michael, this isn't California. This is Ohio. You can't say that kind of shit here. And I was like, whatever, Dad. As a Californian, I knew better. Anyways, fast forward to the park. I am at a park with a beautiful pond, swing set. I get my burger. I take a bite out of it. Booyah! Pubes! Fucking loaded in black pubes. The whole burger is loaded in pubes. I peel that patty back. I peel that bun back. All the vegetables back. Pubes. Fucking a huge layer of black pubes. I am so embarrassed that this fucking dude grabbed a handful of pubes and just ripped them right out of his fucking cock area and threw them into my burger. I just took that fucking burger and everything, and I just tossed it right into the fucking pond. Let some birds eat that shit.
That was the worst place to
I know
toss
it's littering. I didn't throw the wrapper. I had the wrapper. I threw the wrapper away. But
who cares about the wrapper? I'm walking back in that place and throwing it in that guy's face.
I'm walking to a lawyer.
Oh, no, I was too embarrassed because my dad had told me prior, this is in California, Michael, right? So I'm just like, oh, well, this is my upcomings, This is my just upcomings. I learned my lesson.
You said nothing to warrant pubes. I would throw it in his face, and I would smash it in his face, and I would say, you fucking enjoy your pubes, you fucking bastard.
No, I didn't. I was like, fuck, yeah, I learned my lesson. Fucking California boy, shut up next time and don't fucking
Maybe
be
you just thought you liked pubes.
Someone asks you want cheese on your cheeseburger.
Both of your reactions are wrong. I need to run this by like a litigation friend, but I feel like $50K is the low end of the settlement.
Oh, for sure. No, I totally got money out of it. We could have complained. I didn't know better at the time. I was young, and I fucking was truly embarrassed.
Yeah.
And that was the only reason I did what I did and the way I acted. And I honestly, to this day, I don't even know, unless my dad listens to this episode, he doesn't even know this happened.
Well, pubes is a different level. I'm causing a scene. I'm a pretty mild-mannered guy, but I'd walk in that restaurant and I would cause a huge scene.
Dude, I hadn't even jacked off yet, Nolan.
Yeah, you're too young. If this happened
Remember,
today.
I had jacked off junior year of high school was when I started jacking off. So I was way fucking late bloomer. I was just like, ew, gross, fucking, but I knew it was pubes because I had fucking some fucking royal bush of pubes downstairs.
And it's your number 5. Fantastic.
Yeah, why would that make you like the restaurant?
It's notable, I said. If you remember, I said I started off with notoriety. But the real reason, Felk, is Frosties. I love me some fucking Frosties.
Frosties are tasty.
They're so good.
Very tasty.
And it's a square burger. What the fuck? What balls on that guy to be like, yeah, we're going to do square
I actually really
patties.
do like Wendy's. It's not on my list,
White Castle.
but I enjoy their beef. I think their beef is key. Although they've changed up their recipe so many fucking times, it doesn't taste like the Wendy's of the past anymore, and I don't like the new one. It's not even notable.
Yeah, I agree. They used to have like a really nice, tasty, like sodium-induced burger. But you know what I still like about Wendy's is that they do the baked fucking potato.
Nah.
That is nice, isn't it?
Every once in a while, you're in a drive-thru and you want a fucking baked potato.
It's unique.
Boom.
It's unique.
Wendy's.
They have chili too, although their chili has beans in it, so it's not really chili.
Is the chili all year or is that more
I believe
like
it's all
McRib? I can't
year.
remember.
I don't know if they still have it, but it was just like kind of bean water. It wasn't even real chili. Nolan, what's your number 5?
I'm gonna throw you for a loop, Felk. I don't need fast food.
Oh, he's gonna only do fine dining.
Yeah.
Top five dinings.
But so I have to go back to my childhood years or my college years. I have to really dig deep on this episode.
You're always digging so deep.
I'm digging so fucking deep with the glass dildo.
Oh, well, Nolan, you know what they say about glass dildos, right?
Glass in the ass brings on the gas.
They do. So I will go to a little place, number 5. I hate this place, by the way.
Too much
What the
fucking
fuck
pomp and
is it? Oh my
circumstance here.
god, the buildup is insane.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. It's just
Okay.
Jack in the Crack.
Oh yeah, well, I love Jack in the Box. I spent a lot of my fucking teenage years in Jack
I
in the
have
Box
it.
parking lots.
I have it higher on my list. Yes.
Okay, so we'll talk about it later. My quick note, though, because I won't talk about it again, is I just love the 99-cent tacos. You got 2 of them in college. That was a big deal. And I fucking loved partaking in substance abuse and having the Oreo
wow.
shake.
Yes. Oh, the
Substance
monster
abuse.
taco's really good too.
Gotcha.
Whatever
will, that could mean.
Bitches.
Well,
Can the substance be
for my
hats?
number 5, if you love chicken and hate gay marriage, you'll love my number 5 because it's Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A
Oh, God.
is
All right.
higher on your list.
I said, all right.
No,
not on my
Chick-fil-A
list.
does
No, not on my
one
list.
thing: chicken,
It's terrible.
and it does it exceptionally well. I think there's crack
horrible.
on their chicken nuggets because there's something so immediately endorphin or whatever.
No, it's horrible.
Inducing that just floods your brain with those good chemicals.
It's terrible.
And makes you want to eat more.
It's horrible.
I'm more curious why Ballard hates Chick-fil-A
Yeah,
so
why do you
much.
hate Chick-fil-A?
So, okay, well, one of the things I just am in general is
They put pubes in your fucking sandwich, too?
Yeah. What if every single restaurant? If every single restaurant's put pubes in your sandwiches?
no. Really, truly, I don't like Chick-fil-A. Before I ever ate it, mainly because I was like, "Fuck you" and your homophobic shit. Anyways, that's mainly my opinion on that. But
I ate it as a kid before that was out.
I went to Chick-fil-A in Indianapolis, and it was the first time I ever had it, and I was expecting to, like, honestly like it just so I could go back and pretty much, just rub it in everyone's faces, be like, it's actually really fucking good, and I kind of did want to like it. I honestly found it fucking gross. Now, I only went to one, and I never went back because I just don't really give a fuck. But, yeah, I didn't really care for it that one time I went. I found it bland and dry, and it was just gross. I didn't feel like the seasoning was good. And, of course, when you get to fast food, if we're talking fast foods, the most important thing about, like, fast food is that it's uniform from A to fucking B. That means it's uniform from A to Z, I mean. So what I mean by that is that, like, from California to fucking, like, New York, like, in everything in between, if I go want a fucking cheeseburger, I know the cheeseburger I'm getting. I'm not talking about your regional shit. I'm talking about if I'm getting one particular thing, it should taste like that across the board. I go to a Starbucks, I expect the Starbucks coffee to taste like Starbucks coffee everywhere I go. So Chick-fil-A, if that is what I tasted in Indianapolis, it's not that good.
Yeah, I don't seek it out. I don't think it's as good as people talk about. I don't hate it. I've had a good Chick-fil-A. The gay thing is certainly
That guy's dead.
on your brain when you go there. It's like hard. Yeah, well, I don't not go there because of that, but I don't go there for that, if that makes any sense. I just don't really care. I don't think their food's that amazing. Their waffle fries are pretty good, but I don't seek it out.
All right, Ballard, what is your number 4?
All right, my number 4 is In-N-Out.
I have it higher.
I like In-N-Out. I think they do a good job with the burger. It's uniform across the board up and down California. I wish In-N-Out got out further.
I have it higher.
Okay, well, great. Well, then you know what? We'll just talk about it more later with Nolan's piece. Nolan, what's your number 4?
Number 4, I have not eaten at this place in well over 15 years now. Maybe since 2001. But as a kid, during its very, very special Demolition Man promotion, I loved it. And that would be Taco Bell.
Taco Bell respect.
I have it higher.
Their beef is mostly sand. I can't wait to talk about Taco Bell.
My quick note is I actually had a roommate who worked at Taco Bell, and I watched him come home with a bag of dry, look like sand, throw it into a boiling pot of water, and it turned into meat. And that was the last time I ever ate there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Holy shit.
It's future food, man. It's future shit.
Well, we'll talk about Taco Bell maybe very shortly.
We'll talk about Taco Bell and the fabulous shits it gave us.
Absolutely. And Felk, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is the one and only McDonald's.
I have it higher.
Well, I can't abbreviate McDonald's. It's McDonald's. So let's.
God, I wish sometimes we were on video because Cool Boy Nation. If you could see Felk's face right then,
he was so
just
happy.
Absolutely, it was so priceless.
It was
like a little boy opening Christmas presents.
It was like he didn't want to put McDonald's higher.
Oh yeah, but Felk, your face was like opening up like Dino Riders.
Yeah, because he didn't want to put it higher because he didn't want us to bash him. But since we had it higher, he got so excited because it's really probably his like number 2, number 1.
You're right, Noli. It's like it's Felk's number 1 is McDonald's for sure.
I just said it was my number 4.
I know it's your number 1. It's, okay.
It's your real number.
All
1,
right.
though.
Well, all right. So I guess we're moving on to Ballard's number 3, and it's time for Noli Taco Bell. Boo, boo, boo.
Oh, fantastic!
Run to the border.
Yeah. I mean, there's something to be said. Their taco is still good. Their bean and cheese burrito is still good. It's been like the same for like the last 50 years. It's still good. But yeah, I like the Nacho Bel Grande. It's like 1,800 calories. It's your whole daily caloric outtake. But it was fantastic as a kid.
Not if you want to eat 4,000 calories a day.
Yeah, not if you want to do that.
What do you? I like to fucking haul goddamn snow crab. So I need that 4,000.
Yeah. What if you're? Yeah, exactly. It depends on what you burn, man.
But I don't know what Taco Bell's cooking today. I hate their Live Moss fucking tagline because nothing was better than Yo Quiero Taco Bell. Nothing was better than Make a Run for the Border. That's the best fucking tagline ever. And you change it to Live Moss? What the fuck is Live Moss?
Live more.
Live Moss, I don't know what that means. Live more.
It means live more.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with food?
Like I'm on to glass number 4 of my moonshine. Live more.
Take a fucking risk and eat our food. Have diarrhea in the morning, but have some great food right now.
It means live excitingly. I don't know. I judge fast food restaurants more by the food, but then I actually eat fast food like every other day.
I judge them by the color scheme, and Taco Bell, when they went from brown and yellow to purple and yellow, I was like, attaboy. Attaboy, Taco Bell.
I like the old mission.
Attaboy.
They used to look like missions. They used to look like Mexican missions.
I loved that. Cool. I loved it. I was like going to a fucking California mission. Fucking Mission San Taco Bell.
Yeah, it was like eating a fucking taco from the Alamo.
But the last new item I had from Taco Bell was probably the chalupa. And that was what, 90s?
Oh, the cheesy gordita crunch is where it's at.
I like the grilled steak stuffed XXL burrito, or whatever it's called.
Like I said, Cool Boy Nation, I saw the food being made with water. It was add water and you had food, and I never ate there again.
Yeah, it's called the future Cool Boy Nation.
Yeah, exactly.
Get with it.
In the future, we'll all be taking pills. At least we have Taco Bell now.
Trust me.
The reason why Taco Bell can't be on my list is because I don't eat beans, can't eat beans, and that's
what happens when you eat beans.
I get horrible shits, and that just eliminates too many options on their menu for me. But I do love them. I eat there regularly. Cheesy gordita crunch, holla.
I honestly, for me, the bean burrito, the simple bean burrito, that's all I fucking need. I love that one thing.
No, it was good. It was good.
That comes right through me.
It goes right through me too, man. That's why I don't eat there anymore.
Hard shell taco. I'm also good with the plain regular hard shell taco. Well, Nolan, what's your number 3?
My number 3, since Felk wanted to include drive-thrus, I'm gonna go with Starbucks.
Okay, Starbucks works. Now,
shit, Starbucks works. That fucks everything up for me.
As he said, drive-thru. That's his criteria.
That's fine.
Drive-thru.
Yeah, but it's not fast food. It's coffee.
No,
But there's fast food there. I can get a fucking FedEx.
No. What I said was that drive-throughs should be expected. If I say you're going to a Starbucks, would you expect it to have a drive-through? I feel like only 30% at most have drive-throughs. So it is gray area. It's already on your list. I'll allow it. Ballard, don't worry about the fact that it's not on your list because it's not really fast food. It's a coffee shop. I prefer coffee beans coffee.
I like their croissants. I like the chocolate croissant or the.
But Coffee Bean does not have a drive-through, Felk.
No.
Yeah, Coffee Bean does not have a drive-through. Starbucks does.
Neither
I
does
love
Pete's,
Starbucks.
which I prefer over both of them.
Well, honestly, if Starbucks was on the list, I would have put it probably as number 5, instead of Wendy's.
Pew Burgers, you know.
Pew Burger. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Starbucks is great. I love Starbucks. All right, well, Felk, what's your number fucking 3?
My number 3 is previously mentioned Jack in the Box.
Now you're cooking, Jack.
Now you are cooking, Jack.
And in a word, what gets Jack in the Box on the list for me? Innovation. They're constantly trying new shit. They don't have any problems at all with marketing the fact that, like, oh, you're stoned? Come to Jack in the Box. We don't judge you. We have dollar tacos. Eat them.
Yeah, they don't. That's how they got me.
They're always trying new shit too. They're always trying weird gourmet sirloin burgers, ciabatta breads, all kinds of weird. They still have teriyaki bowls. They still have chicken fajita pitas. Some weird stuff.
Ugh.
They're good.
You know, I want to say, Jack in the Box is originated in San Diego. Have you guys ever been to the? Have you ever been to the 5-star dining Jack in the Box in San Diego?
No,
I have not.
You go in, you greet a hostess.
Wow.
She takes you to your seat. You sit there. She gives you a menu. You order it. A fucking fire is burning right next to you in a nice little fireplace.
What?
A fucking server comes out and hands you your food. It still only takes about 10 minutes, but it's their upscale. It doesn't have a name on the outside. It's just the symbol, the Jack in the Box symbol on like a steel cutout of some sort.
I want to go now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still exist. They were like their it was their upscale. It's casual dining, whatever the Chipotle version was. But yeah, you had a waiter. They brought you the food. It was the same food. There's a couple different variations, but yeah, the fire burning, nice touch.
Absolutely, that sounds wonderful. I love Jack in the Box.
Yeah, I get the impression that the food is just the same menu, but it looks like what it looks like in the commercials, maybe?
See, I wasn't allowed to eat Jack in the Box as a kid because they had the E. coli outbreak like around in the late 80s.
Oh, yeah.
They had to completely rebrand after that.
Yeah, it never existed in my household. They were never like, I didn't find Jack in the Box until I went to college.
What happened? They killed like a whole bunch of kids or some shit?
I killed like 3.
Yeah, it did a bunch.
It's enough. It hurt their branding, and they had to completely rebrand, and that's where they came up with the Jack character and redid their menu. And
genius.
I mean,
great
Chipotle's
marketing.
given like millions of people diarrhea, but they're still in business.
Yeah, I ate Chipotle today.
I know you did. Dude, you fucking ate Chipotle like 2 days ago when I was talking to you.
There's one in walking distance from my office. I have to. It's too good not to eat there. And I only recently did. Oh no, I like Chipotle. Ballard, what is your number 2?
Oh, my number 2. My number 2 is a. I guess I based this one off of the most distance traveled. I have done the distance to get to this one many times. I have done it with my wife. I have done it with Felk. I have at my number 2 the epitome almost, other than my number 1, of fast food. I have at my number 2 Sonic.
Sonic is higher on my list, but by all means, talk about Sonic.
I've never had it.
How about this?
Never had it.
I'll just say this: I've never been able to have a Sonic locally. So I will travel to a Sonic. I don't know if Sonic is amazing if I had it locally. I think it's practically the adventure that makes it as amazing as it has been so far in my life. But I shared many of hours in a car with Cool Boy Felk.
Yeah.
Traveling to Sonic's so we could eat their delicious burgers with bacon. And their fries, and their sweet potato fucking like nuggets, and everything else they got. It's amazing.
They have so much variety, That is.
And the watermelon slushie is my jam.
It's the slushies. Like they have like slushies, right?
The watermelon slushie is my absolute jam. Like that, I will drive to a Sonic for the watermelon slushie alone. I love me watermelon flavor.
What is that? What is that? Flavored ice?
No, the ice isn't flavored. It's a syrup. They have a whole variety of syrups. My favorite would be the chocolate Coke as a nice dessert. Get a full calorie Coke.
I hated that.
Which I know I made you try it and you hated it, but that's too bad. I really like it.
Yeah.
I guess for some people it's just too many flavors at once. Vanilla Coke works for pretty much everybody, but chocolate Coke is special.
Does. Yeah, vanilla works, but chocolate Coke was really fucking hardcore. Anyways, let's talk about it more later because it's Felk's obviously Felk's number something.
Yeah.
So let's move on to Nolan's number 2.
My number 2 is the fucking classic, the Golden Arches. It's McDonald's because quickly, McDonald's French fries are the best in the world.
They are.
And I don't eat fast food, but you know what? You give me those French fries any time of day.
World standard.
They are fucking fantastic. It's the first fast food restaurant I probably ever went to in my life.
I have it higher.
I used to eat the breakfast there. I used to eat my lunches there and my dinners there. McDonald's is a wonderful place. And you could play in ball pits with syringes. Wonderful.
That's where the homeless people sleep.
We'll move on. Good, Noli. Good to know. We'll talk obviously more about it very soon, maybe. But Felk, what is your number 2?
Well, in the last mystery on the list, because I think we all know what everyone's number 1 is now. Oh no, we don't know what Nolan's is. For my number 2. Some burgers go, oh, that's a good burger. They make you go, oh, that's a tasty burger. That's pretty good. But only one burger makes you go, wow, what a burger.
And at Whataburger, well, you never pay extra for lettuce and tomato. That's why hamburgers go by lots of names. But there's only one way to describe a hamburger, and that's a Whataburger.
Oh,
and that is my number 2. Now, if you're here on the West Coast, maybe you've never had it unless you traveled, but in the Southwest and most of the East Coast in America, stretching up to Canada, you can go to Whataburger, a restaurant that I spent several early years of my life thinking was called Waterburger and wondering why anyone would want to go to a place where the burgers are made of water. But
why did you think it was Waterburger? You couldn't read?
I had a speech impediment, Andy.
No, it doesn't say Waterburger on the sign.
Probably couldn't read. It does say Whataburger.
Oh, okay. Or earlier on than I expected then. Okay.
Oh yeah. No, I was eating fast food since I was like 2.
Okay. Well then, yeah, I don't expect you to be able to read Whataburger at 2.
No. Yeah, but I mean, you know all the fast food restaurants in your small town.
I don't know. I did
early.
at 2.
Well, I am an enthusiast. Whataburger's burger is, I think, of any fast food chain, it's the juiciest. It's the tastiest. It's the most flavorful. I mean, all beef is just beef, salt, and pepper, allegedly. I mean, sometimes there's earthworms in it, but their beef tastes the beefiest. And my favorite being the thick and hearty burger, which has 8 chopped onions, A1 steak, A1 steak sauce. Oh my God, it's so good. I think their fries are second only to McDonald's fries. And their sweet tea is a specialty, although other restaurants have tried to incorporate that. But for me, it's just the burger.
Hey, hang on. We got to make a correction here, guys. Okay, so we said the wrong thing now twice. McDonald's fries are not the best fries, even by a long shot. When it actually came down to an actual fry challenge, Burger King won.
No,
just so we're clear. No, they did. They actually
Burger King's
too crusty.
Whose list?
Burger King's fries actually won a universal fry challenge. So, anyways, moving on.
Too much crust, not enough juice in the middle.
Who voted on that? Black people?
Jesus Christ. No.
That is the comment of our entire show.
Who eats Burger King?
Not on my list.
Me.
It's not on anyone's list. No one eats
Burger King.
King.
It's not on anyone's list.
Burger King sucks.
Burger King sucks.
Burger King sucks.
But I just wanted it out there. When they actually were based and rated, it was Burger King that won.
They dye fake grill marks onto their burgers, you know. How
Flame
fucked up is
grill.
that? Yeah, but it doesn't create those fucking marks.
Well, Felk, I'm happy you mentioned Whataburger, mainly because I fucking failed to remember Whataburger. I've eaten Whataburger every single time in Texas or Tejas, and I love Whataburger. It is. I fucking can't believe it didn't make my list. I'm sorry it didn't make my list. Just the regular burger is delicious. Like fucking delicious. Like,
That's great. That's
outstanding.
Great. That's great.
It's my favorite
like
fast food
Whataburger
burger.
doesn't gussy it up. You know what I mean? It's great. I love Whataburger.
I gotta try it. So, Ballard, what's your number one?
What could they be?
Oh wait, we're in number ones.
Oh, cue the music.
Cue the music. T-minus, cool boys, and counting. 3, 2, 1.
Number one.
All right, well, here we are, number one. So, my number one, we've already talked about a little bit at large, and now we're going to get into it a little deeper, a little more intimate, a little bit more closer. And it is McDonald's. The Golden Arches, as it has been called. Of course, what I love about McDonald's is that I remember it from my earliest years. I remember being too small to see over the counter and only picturing the most amazing workers putting together burgers, putting together French fries, putting together my little sodas. I was always so excited. I couldn't imagine what they were doing above that counter. And then I remember the first time my father picked me up, sat me on the counter, and I could see this person called the cashier who took the money. They were amazing, glowing and basking in God's goodwill. Everyone across the board was glowing in God's goodwill. It was amazing. I had seen Jesus at that point. This was everything I ever wanted, and I now knew the magic. But yet there was still, it was still blocked. I love McDonald's. I have just fond memories of McDonald's. I loved the fucking play places. I loved everything about it. I loved Grimace. I love the Fry Guys. I love fucking Mac the Knight. I love fucking, fucking. I love everything. I love all variations of Ronald McDonald. I grew up next to Stanford in Palo Alto, California, and there's the Ronald McDonald house there for children that are all fucked up and shit. I think that's actually what it says on the sign.
Yeah, that's their name.
And McDonald's is
fucked up and shit.
And McDonald's is uniform across the board. And that's one of the things I stated in earlier on. I have to go there in every country I've ever been, and I have so far. And I gotta say, the best McDonald's is absolutely Brazil.
That changes what you said last episode.
About what?
About your favorite McDonald's.
Yeah, you said...
What did I say in the last episode? I've had McDonald's in so many different places, and you know where the best McDonald's ever was?
America?
Just outside Auschwitz.
Oh, come on.
It makes sense. They have experience with ovens and grills.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Auschwitz was really good. No, Brazil. Okay, so Brazil, they got really good beef.
Makes sense.
Auschwitz was a really good McDonald's, actually. It was a really fucking good McDonald's. It wasn't like at Auschwitz. It's like down the road a little bit, but it's really good.
I have trouble just like I always thought Auschwitz was just the camp. Like not like a whole town or city.
Me too.
It's not a town or city. It's 3 camps.
So they have McDonald's all on site?
No. It's down the road.
Okay.
It's down the road. It's the Auschwitz McDonald's. I mean.
And it was the best one ever.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It was really good. Honestly, everything I ate in Poland was wonderful. I think Poland is the best fucking vacation anybody can go on.
All right, you're off topic now.
Absolutely. But you could live like a king in Poland for a week, let me tell you.
Cool. Well, I can't believe you remember Mac the Knight and that he was your favorite. He was creepy.
He was very creepy.
I love Mac the Knight, giant fucking moon head.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
What was he?
He was
the Moon Man.
McDonald's started converting to 24-hour or up until 2 a.m. as the standard, and he was their marketing guy to explain that to people. My favorite mascot and favorite thing from McDonald's in history is cool Ronald McDonald, who was playing golf and going to nightclubs to advertise the Arch Deluxe, because the Arch Deluxe is sauce, and their weird little bacon disc was so good. Everyone made fun of it. I fucking love the Arch Deluxe. I used to eat it as a snack, and that's how I weighed 240 pounds when I was 13.
I loved the Arch Deluxe. It was great. A lot of mayonnaise.
The Arch Deluxe's problem was it didn't taste like anything at McDonald's, so you didn't want to eat it.
It was better.
McDonald's is a taste. And so when you had the Arch Deluxe, you're like, what the fuck? This is not what I'm used to. Like, I don't want that.
You know what I was surprised by about McDonald's was that the French fries were originally like deep fried in beef oil, and that was like pissing off vegetarians, of course, because they're like, hey, whoa, you're soaking my potatoes in fucking beef. But when they switched it to vegetable oil, I thought we were gonna have a major issue with the fries. I love McDonald's fries. They're the best fries as far as I'm concerned, even though Burger King is rated the best.
I think they're perfect.
I like chicken nuggets there too.
Chicken nuggets are iconic. They're perfect.
The chicken nuggets there are good. The nuggies.
I fucking get vanilla cones on a regular basis. Vanilla ice cream.
I was gonna
cones from
say,
McDonald's.
besides the fries, the vanilla cone is on fucking point, and I will still go there on a late night to get a vanilla cone.
Shamrock Shake, man, Shamrock.
I'll drive home from work and I'll just be like, I need to stop at McDonald's to get a vanilla cone on my way home.
Oh no, Shamrock Shake's all it's about. The McRib is also excellent when they have it.
No, the McRib is terrible.
Yeah.
Let's not even talk about it.
The McRib is
Okay.
McRib is eclectic.
It's a fucking mold.
They're all molds.
Yeah, they're all molds.
All fast food is molds.
Yeah.
The McNuggets all come in 4 shapes. There's only 4 McNugget shapes. The boot, the bell, the circle, and there's one more, the bone.
What's your favorite one? The boot's the best.
No, the bone's the best.
No, the boot's the best.
Which one's the bone?
The one
It's
that
not
shaped
really
like
a
a bone.
bone. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's more like a bell shape. Yeah.
Yeah, the circle's the best. Or the egg, whatever it's called.
The circle's nice, but the boot is still the best at dip. You're like, oh, hey boot, get dirty.
I like the boot because I think I'm eating the little baby chicken's like leg, and it's fucking like yeah, dip in this fucking. Oh, what do you dip your McNuggets in? I dip them in honey.
Sweet and sour barbecue sauce.
Ranch.
I like sweet and sour as well.
They had this whole movement where they added like 10 different dippings. I don't do that.
Yeah, honey mustard I can't do. I can't do the buffalo spicy sauce. I like sweet and sour a lot. In fact, I just get sweet and sour for my fries. But honey, just the pure honey is to die for fries.
I've never
and
tried that.
Chicken nuggets.
No, it's good.
Just
It's
get
good.
honey.
It's good. But let me tell you my normal high school meal there after a football practice. I would have a 20-piece chicken McNugget, a supersized fry, and a McFlurry with M&Ms.
Yes. Oh yeah.
That was a
Oh,
Tuesday
M&Ms.
night.
Wait, M&Ms was your choice over anything else?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I would do Butterfinger usually, but I loved M&Ms.
Oh,
as well.
Butterfinger's good.
Did you hear 20 chicken McNuggets? You could eat that? Because I did.
Oh yeah, I still eat 20 chicken McNuggets.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay. You're a huge man.
I used to get that for lunch for my senior year of high school when I finally got off-campus lunches. I ate at McDonald's. I'm not kidding. Every fucking day, and I either get the 20-piece chicken McNuggets or with a supersized with large fries and a full calorie Coke, full liter of it.
Oh yeah.
Or I get a Big Mac.
Oh yeah, my doctor hates me every time Monopoly comes around because I put on like 30 pounds every time Monopoly comes.
my God,
I
you
forgot
still
about
do that?
Monopoly.
You can't win that game. You realize that you can't win.
I will win Monopoly at some point. I get Park Place like 5 times. I'm like, Broadway's just around the corner. It's just around that corner. I'll get
it doesn't
Broadway.
exist.
No.
By the way,
exist.
I shouldn't even tell this. Actually, I shouldn't even say this on air. Never mind.
Well, now you have to.
I can't say it on air.
You have to.
It's giving up the biggest secret about Monopoly possible.
You have to.
You win all the
I can't
time.
give it up on air.
You win
You
all
have
the time.
to.
You win like a small drink.
No,
or
all right, you
Yeah,
guys.
that's how they get
all
you to
right,
come
you want?
back.
Okay, this is gonna ruin my secret. Okay, so I've had some experience winning some Monopoly shit. Nothing big. Never a big thing because I just figured out the secret on the last Monopoly game.
Uh-oh.
So, where do you bury your best stuff? Right, in your worst food items. The fish fillet has the best shit.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
I've won quite a bit of things at the end of the last Monopoly because I came to this.
It's filet of fish, too, by the way.
At the last Monopoly, and I was all like, and I told my wife, I was like, Emma, the fish fillet. We were watching like a movie out of nowhere. I randomly went like, Emma, the fish fillet, and she was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, the fish fillet.
It's filet o fish.
That's where all the Monopoly stuff is. That's where the Broadway is. The fish fillet.
The fish fillet.
It's filet of fish.
Here's my point with that, though. That's sound logic.
Tia
but
Carrere.
how much money did you have to Tia Carrere? How much money did you have to spend to finally win some points with that? Like, how many fish fillets are you buying?
They're garbage. That's the garbage
I
item.
don't want to. I mean, that we're getting into the secrets. It could have been the answer could be 1 or 2. Who knows? But all I know is that I wasn't winning with Big Macs. I wasn't winning with large Cokes. I wasn't winning with large fries. But the fish fillet.
You're onto something.
I can't. I won't even order it. It's so gross. It smells bad.
It's so gross. I threw them all out. Okay, I ordered. Here's one time. It was the end of the last Monopoly period, right? At the very end, and I sprint because I came up with this idea at the end. I sprint to the fucking like store, right? To the McDonald's store, and I'm there, and I'm like, fucking barkeep. I'm like, hey, I need 20 fish fillets. Dude tells me to go park. He's gonna run it out to me. It's gonna take too long to make 20 fish fillets. But I'm sitting in the car. I'm jacking off in the car, right? So hard. I'm just like, oh, dude, I'm about to get 20 fish fillets, and they're all going to be winners. Anyways, 20 minutes goes by, and I finally have this guy hustled over to me, like 3 different bags of fish fillets. He hands them to me. I open up the fish fillets, right? I opened up these bags, and I look. Not one of them has a Monopoly piece on them. They're all Monopoly less. I had no Monopoly, and I spent all this money on 20 fish fillets.
Did you take them back?
No, I just threw them all in the fucking trash can and drove away.
That's disgusting.
Wow. That's fantastic.
Trash can smell
some
bad.
homeless guy is going to have the fucking time of his life until he eats it, and then he's like, oh, it's a fish fillet.
My number 1 is actually the only fast food I actually still eat, and that is In-N-Out Burger.
Yep.
That's good.
Nope.
It is good.
It's the lost in translation of fast food restaurants.
A little insight into the Cool Boy Nation. Whenever Felk has a shit break during one of our recordings, it's because he had In-N-Out.
No, not always.
Is that true?
Last time during the Tom Cruise Fest when Felk shit his brains out.
Nolan,
that was
do you have
because
a
of In-N-Out.
spreadsheet?
I do.
Okay, because like, how do you know that? Like, you got, I have no idea. Wait, Felk, have you told us separately that you've had In-N-Out?
Only once, as far as I know.
I also recently just had Shake Shack, the East Coast's answer to.
Ooh, Shake Shack's good.
Shake
I love
Shack
Shake
was
Shack.
good,
Not
but
bad.
it's overpriced. It's overpriced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I can get a delicious In-N-Out burger for like $1.50, where Shake Shack was costing me $5 for that same size burger.
$4.50 for the single.
Do they have drive-throughs?
I don't think they do.
No, they don't. It's casual dining.
Yeah, they're a little bit more upscale, I think.
It's like Habit.
But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like Habit.
I
There's
love
no,
Habit.
There's no comparison. In-N-Out is still, it's just a good burger, man. And
It's good.
it's not the best burger I've ever had, but it's a very tasty. It's real meat. I know what I'm getting when I go there.
They all serve
eat
real
there.
meat. Their
know
beef
what's
is
the only-
never frozen. I think it's refrigerated the
No,
entire
but
time.
In-N-Out's like beef. Like, it's real beef. It's not like powdered that's been like watered.
No, it's just never frozen.
I like In-N-Out a lot. I do feel like when I want to like not gamble with pink slime, I do want to eat In-N-Out. I do have problems with their animal style French fries. I feel like this just becomes a congealed mess so fast. I don't understand why people like that. But,
I like them.
You do, but like it only works for like 5 minutes. Like if you don't get in that first 5 minutes, it's gone.
Yeah, it becomes a mush.
Yeah, it like hardens up and it becomes like a plastic toy.
Yeah, it's like and like poutine like is what it's modeled after, obviously. And poutine is like really good and obviously lasts a lot longer because it's cheese curds. It's not like fucking American cheese melted and then just curdles over fucking Thousand Island. It's pretty horrible.
In-N-Out's got like three main things on the menu.
That's my
then your
problem
French
with it.
fries, then your drink, and your milkshakes, and like they don't need to change anything. It's a perfect small menu for exactly what you want.
I think
No, they
if
need to
did
change.
You don't need bacon there. If you guys want bacon, go to your other places.
Yeah, but chicken.
Yeah.
If they had a chicken sandwich, they could do a lot with chicken.
Yeah, okay, maybe a chicken sandwich.
Because I think you could do chicken. You could turn it into grilled chicken, fried chicken, and you can have chicken nuggets essentially too.
They don't want to do that. They want to simplify things.
They do. I like In-N-Out for the fact that they are simple. You know what you're getting.
Yeah, and they're consistent too. My issue with In-N-Out is, total lack of variety. Like I said, it's lost in translation of fast food restaurants. It's good, but it's a little arrogant, and
It's not arrogant.
What's arrogant about it?
we only need to do one thing: burgers.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Phil, you know what? In-N-Out, I'm never gonna get a burger that looks like
Overrated.
someone sat on it for fucking 30 minutes.
I've had some gnarly burgers there. I've had some burgers.
What?
Yeah, no.
I've never had a burger that looked like it's been squished by someone's fucking ass cheeks.
And also, I've never had the type of customer service at a fast food joint like I've had at In-N-Out.
Okay, so they are polite to you, they're extremely friendly, and they care. Here's my catch about my main problem about In-N-Out. If I go to In-N-Out, I'm going to be from getting in line, this is, peak hours, getting in line to getting my burger, 35 minutes for a drive-through.
It does It takes a long time.
That's for like
That's a problem.
every
It's a
In-N-Out I've
problem.
been to, because they usually don't have like a fifth as many McDonald's, and they're not nationwide.
I think your argument is like a 1980s or 1990s argument, because I feel like right now where we're at, like I just fucking throw on an episode of The Office when I'm in the lineup, and by the time I get to the window, The Office is over. I get my fucking food and then I drive away. So I mean, for me, it's just watch an episode of like Parks and Rec or Community or something like that. You know what I mean? It's something that big.
Well, yeah, okay. Technology has made waiting in general a little bit nicer.
Totally.
But it doesn't change the fact that every other fast food restaurant, you go to McDonald's, you're in and out in 5 minutes, and there.
I've been to a lot of lineups at McDonald's and stuff, and Taco Bell even too.
But what's the name of the restaurant? In and Out. It implies they're the fastest. It's what they're selling themselves on.
They can't help if they're super popular.
It's true. It's true.
Yes, they can. They open up new chains.
They do. They're like Starbucks. They're everywhere in California, at least in Nevada, I think.
No, their Starbucks is across from the street from Starbucks.
I know, there really are. I've seen a Starbucks drive-through across from like a Starbucks walk-in. It was just like, what the fuck, really? Jesus. Well, I mean, that's enough, I guess, on In-N-Out. I mean, I love In-N-Out, and I think that's a great pick, Noli. Felk, what's your number one?
My number one is not just selected for its diverse and eclectic menu, but also a little something called showmanship. Now, they don't do this really at many of their locations anymore, but in the past, Sonic Drive-In used to let you drive in, park your car, and have a hot chick roll out to you on roller skates. And then one broke her neck.
It's not that many hot chicks anymore.
One broke her neck, and most of the people they had to no longer do that anymore, require that anymore.
Wait, no, that's not true. I still see the skates.
You can, if you want to, roller skate at Sonic. You won't get anything from them, but people will tip you more probably. So there are some that still do it, but they no longer can require that, and it's pretty rare. And also, most of the girls who work at Sonic don't really, you don't really care if they're roller skating or not. Just bring me the fucking food. That's all you're doing. You're not hot, but.
You're rude.
How rude.
Body shaming. Sonic.
We don't body shame.
Before anyone else, they had mozzarella cheese sticks. They had Texas toast sandwiches. They have chili Frito pie with good quality chili, foot-long chili hot dogs, chicken nuggets, chicken strips
Chicago
with
dogs.
bacon on Texas toast.
Texas toast. He's all about this Texas toast.
They have everything. And then on top of that, they have the weirdest, shake combinations. And of course, Route 44s. 44 ounces of beverage with 162, I just made that number up, flavors that they can add. I think it's actually like 30-something flavors that they can add to that. And watermelon's one of them. Apparently that's Ballard's favorite. And man,
oh yeah, I
watermelon.
love watermelon.
Watermelon with what? What do you mix it with?
No, I just do the watermelon slushy or whatever they call it.
Oh, okay. So that's the syrup, water, and ice.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of ice, and they just dump watermelon syrup in it, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ballard, you're always drinking fucking watermelon beers too. I'm gonna send you a fucking case of watermelon beers for Christmas.
Do it!
That's racist.
Do it!
'Cause
I
he's black?
love watermelon. It's my fucking favorite.
He's always drinking watermelon ales. He's fucking drinking watermelon Sonics. He's fucking drinking watermelon all the time.
By the way, you can eat the watermelon rind. It's actually really good for you. Not the skin, but the rind, the white part, is better for you than the red part. And it's like antioxidants. It's fucking. I mean, it's like, yeah, I love watermelon. Dogs can eat watermelon.
Cool Boy Nation, Dr. Fact of the day.
Yeah, eat your watermelon.
Well, folk, I need to try Sonic. I don't see them. I'm here in Los Angeles. I know there's a few of them, but I just don't come across them.
Yeah, it's not that good. It's great, but just don't expect it to be like fucking.
It's fucking number ones.
It's number one because of
Don't
variety.
expect it to suck your dick, okay? It's not dick suckingly good.
All right, so that's our top three.
Yeah, that's our top. Yeah, it's top three right
Or
there.
top five.
Top five. That is our top five.
All right.
Who's counting?
All right, so that's our top five.
Well, so now that we know what everyone's top 5 favorite fast food restaurants, we should probably discuss our most hated fast food restaurants.
I'll start off. I just don't like Carl's Jr.
Oh.
I don't like them. I think their food sucks.
Wow. That is
Their
also
burgers suck.
mine.
Their French fries suck. Every burger I've ever had there has been terrible.
I feel like they're on par with Burger King, But unlike Burger King, which is always driving distance, there's always a 24-hour Carl's Jr. walking distance from virtually everywhere I ever fucking live. So I eat there out of desperation. And I hate myself when I do.
I feel like if you go to Carl's Jr., you're going to get stabbed.
I got bit by a dog walking back from a Carl's Jr.
That's true. That's true.
Right. Will you go again now that you'll get bit by a fucking dog?
No, I don't think well, the dog won't be there again, but there's almost always a homeless person sleeping there.
And does he want to bite you?
He might want to. No one has yet.
Felk, if a homeless man came up to you and wiped your windows down and asked if he could suck your dick so he could wipe your windows down, what would you say to him?
No, thank you. Nolan, what is your favorite fast food related shit story?
Oh, man. I feel like there's so many, but my favorite one is I was at the Universal City Walk, and I didn't eat at a fast food restaurant. I actually at a normal restaurant, but as we were leaving, I had to shit so fucking bad. So we pulled into the In-N-Out there in Universal City. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know that one. I drove by it on the 101. You could smell it from the 101 with your windows rolled down. Yeah. It's great.
So I didn't eat there, but I had to go in there and I had to shit. And I had to shit my fucking brains out. So I go into the men's bathroom. If you're not familiar with that one, there's only a toilet in the men's bathroom there. That's all there is. There's no stalls. There's no urinals. There's just a fucking toilet. So a one-person bathroom at In-N-Out. And you know In-N-Out, you mentioned earlier, 35 people are in line.
Yeah.
So I go in there. I just start emptying out my asshole.
Beautiful.
And I've mentioned before in these podcasts, I take 40-minute shits. So this is a problem. All of a sudden, I'm hearing knocking on the door. People are being like, what's going on in there? I'm like, dude, I'm fucking hurting in here. Like, I'm dying. It's like the worst shit you could possibly imagine. So, like,
you're telling this to the guy?
Yeah, I'm yelling at the door. I'm hurting. I'm hurting in here.
What?
I'm dying. But eventually, there gets so many knocks, I have to get up. I have to stop mid shit. Like, you know, I'm in one of those shits where like I'm taking off all my clothes, like I'm so hot. I know more's gonna keep coming.
Oh my god.
And so I just get out. I walk
Your
out the door.
shit stories scare me.
Yeah. I walk out the door. I see a line of 12 men looking at me, just shaking their head like
who has
they've been waiting forever. Just these guys have to piss and I've just been shitting in there. So anyway, right across the hall, I jiggle the girls' bathroom. It's unlocked. So I just walk right into the girls' bathroom, and I start finishing my diarrhea in there.
That's a sex crime.
All of a sudden,
what?
15 minutes, it is now. 15 minutes has went by. I'm hearing knocking on there again. I'm like, oh my God. Now I'm in a bad situation. I'm still shitting.
Wait. We moved over something too fast. You moved from the men's bathroom into the women's bathroom with your pants down and toilet paper shoved up your ass?
I pulled them up after a good wiping, but I had more. So now I'm in the girls' bathroom. I'm shitting, but it's been so long. Girls are now knocking on the door. So now it's a no-win situation. I'm walking out of this girls' bathroom with girls waiting there.
Wait, is this sexual assault technically? Felk, is this Felk, is this sexual assault?
Does sexual
it's not
assault
sexual
exist
assault.
in 2005?
It's called sexual. It's trespassing with like something with trespassing with ill sexual intent.
Well, you know what? Goddammit, In-N-Out, put more than one fucking toilet in your bathroom.
Yeah.
At Universal City.
Yeah, seriously.
So, you know, the knocking's gotten too loud. I have to get up, but I still have diarrhea. This has been like 30 minutes now. So I walk out of the girls' bathroom, and now I have 12 girls looking at me like, "Whoa,
what really? What is this dude doing in the
there?"
bathroom?
It's another bad situation, but I still have to fucking go. My stomach is in knots. So I get back in the line with the boys.
How many poundage of shit have you shat in the men's and women's separately?
More in the men's, a little. The women's was more like a safety net. Like my asshole still felt like I had to keep going.
So dripped?
I went there. I dripped a couple squirts.
Yeah. Classic.
But I get back out, and now I'm waiting in the men's line again, and I'm like 3 people deep, and I'm just like hating my life. I eventually get back in there. There's no one behind me. I wrap up my last 2 squirts. Wash.
Like real squirts or like squirt?
No, real squirts. So now I've been in 3 bathrooms. 3 total bathrooms for this whole shit experience.
Yeah, this is insane.
This is before fucking cell phones.
Yeah.
At least I had one. My girlfriend at the time was waiting out in the car.
What year again?
2005.
Okay.
I didn't have a cell phone yet.
I had cell phone.
So I had no idea. There's no communication, and we know that I take historically long shits, like 40 minutes. So I've literally been in this in and out now for like 40 minutes.
And wait, and also historically, you take huge like loads of cum, right? You drop major cum loads.
Oh yeah, everything that comes out of me is in excess.
You do. You see, you're very excessive. It's amazing.
Yeah. So I get back in the car and she's like, "Where were you?" And I was like, I had the worst poop ever."
Oh god.
And she couldn't believe it. What I went through was horrific. It was the worst experience you could have in your life. Just people interrupting your shit, knocking on doors. It's a terrible way to shit. I hate it. But Felk, what's your story?
As a quick update, typically a man in a women's bathroom would either be charged with trespassing or disorderly conduct. It's often up to the owner whether or not to press charges. So in your case, probably you wouldn't. But if they're loitering, that could be considered sexual misconduct. If you are doing something like placing, because you have a phone, if you have your phone out and maybe you're recording, or they think you're recording, you could get surveillance abuse with criminal intent. Yeah. It's not safe to go into a women's restroom as a man unless you are, identify as a woman. So you took a risk.
In this day and age, I could do that.
You took a risk for your ass. You took a risk.
You know how many times at work I leave the men's restroom after like taking a dump in there, and then a woman like goes into the men's restroom right after me, every time.
Good.
Why?
That's what they deserve.
I don't know. The women have no problem in my office using any restroom they want.
Yeah, that's the catch, is that women almost never get charged. There's only one case in America of a woman being charged with being in a men's restroom, apparently. It was at a sporting event in Cincinnati, and they convinced the judge that it was an urgency, and he threw it out. Reds?
Was it the Reds?
I don't know, whatever the sporting event in Cincinnati is.
It'd be the Reds.
There's more than one, I mean.
Bengals?
Yeah, I was thinking. I think it's the Reds. It feels like
a
baseball.
Who cares? Phil, what's your shitting story?
My shitting story was when I was on a date. I think it was the third time I'd seen this girl, and we went to a bar. And you know how it is. Sometimes she's like, "You want to come back to my place?" And you're like, "Sure." And then you realize, oh, she's had as much to drink as I have, yet she's driving us. Fuck it. And she says, "Do you want to stop at Del Taco?" I'm stopping at, or I think it was.
We've heard this story before.
Not on this podcast.
I think we have.
No,
I don't think so.
Yeah, did someone get their asshole out and eventually?
You're making up stories in your mind now.
No, I think Cool Boy Nation. Let us know if Felk has told us the story before. But go ahead, Felk.
I have not.
I'll call Del Taco and the asshole being eaten afterwards story.
No one mentioned Del Taco.
I actually did mention
Del
Del Taco.
No, not tonight. I mean, like episode 34 or some shit. Like it was,
It wasn't in anyone's top 5, is what I'm saying.
Del Taco sucks.
Yeah, no.
She says, "I'm going to Del Taco," and I was like, "I'm very drunk, but I'm also hungry." So I order soppingly, like, the burrito. I got to be careful, burritos though. This one looks very clearly like it doesn't have any beans. I get it. She's just eating while driving.
Oh wait, you picked a non-bean burrito purposely?
What?
You picked a non-bean burrito?
I picked a non-bean burrito purposely, and sure enough, it has beans in it, but I'm starving, I'm drunk, I make a poor decision, I try to power through it. Then I realize, we still got a while to go. She pulls over in her car. I've eaten mine already. On the way back, basically, I shit my pants in her car, and had to make a weird excuse about how I'm not feeling any well. I walked far away, so my shit wasn't there anymore. I called a cab. I, drove like this in the cab the entire way home, and I shit, and
poor cab.
Yeah.
Poor girl.
I shit.
Poor Phil.
And then when I finally empty my bowels, not having sex anymore. I didn't.
Not having sex anymore, like you're some kind of priest.
No. That night, because of this shit scenario. And then I come out of my room like, well, it's behind me now, and my roommate was mad at me for slamming the door too loud because it woke him up. And I told him like, oh. If you're awake, let me tell you this story, because I was upset.
Did you throw the pants out?
Never eat beans again.
Good.
Never.
Did you throw your pants out?
Threw the underwear out. The jeans were untouched.
Yeah, I've done that. I've had to throw out the underwear a few times just because there's no saving. Yeah. There's no saving them. Sometimes they just take the brunt of it,
But that is in my top. That actually probably is my worst shit experience. Well, that or Disney World. But I feel like my top 5 worst shit experiences happened to you, Nolan. Based on the way you've described things to me, based on the evidence you've given me, on like a weekly or bi-weekly basis. And yet,
for sure. It's
like,
once a week.
I eat fast food all the time, and you eat like, I don't know, organic grilled kale and butternut squash. It's like
you're very accurate. My stomach is very sensitive. I shit my brains out all the time. It's a problem.
I mean, that doesn't mean fast food's good for you. It just means it like comes through your body easily.
I want to know what Nolan ate tonight. What was dinner tonight?
Dinner tonight was just spaghetti and garlic bread. No shits.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? While we were waiting for the podcast, though, I was getting the sensation of shitting, and I felt like I was going to have my Felk moment tonight where I shit during the middle of the podcast. But it subsided. It is not coming.
You're not sweating either, so that's a good.
I'm not
good
sweating.
sign.
No.
Yeah, the fact that you have to take your clothes off because you're sweating so much, that's like a worst case thing for me. It happens to you at In-N-Out.
Once a week.
God. Well, that's a very hot story, which makes me think about some hotties with bodies.
All systems ready. 3, 2, 1. I saw him out walking with his girl. Oh?
Talking bodies. Yeah. Talking bodies.
Oh, yeah.
As always, Talking Bodies has us discussing the wonderful world of mega hotties and super babes.
And Cool Boy Nation, to enhance your body experience, strap on that hard drive and whip out that keyboard, and let's go Googling for some sweet bodies, but some even sweeter dongs.
All right, gentlemen. Since nobody has a mega hottie with a body or a well-known or not well-known super babe to discuss, let's move on to our top 3. So now it is time to pick our top 3 bods from a specific show, movie, franchise, or era. And this week's segment is called Carl's Jr. Sluts. And that would be Kate Upton, Hannah Ferguson featuring Paris Hilton, Adrian Patridge, Padma Lakshmi, Hayden Panettiere, Charlotte McKinney, Paris Hilton, Kim Kardashian, and Anastasia Ashley. Emily Ratajkowski and Sarah Jean Underwood? Is that a question?
At the same time.
Oh.
They were in one video together.
Emily Ratajkowski and Sarah Jean Underwood, Nina Agile, Heidi Klum, Samantha Hoops, Jenny McCarthy, Catherine Webb, Random Volleyball Hotties, The Original Girl, name unknown.
Can't find her.
And here's Jezebel's Nazi cunts complaining about them in 2013. Put it in my mouth, a history of disgusting Carl's Jr. ads.
They really hate Carl's Jr. ads.
Do they really?
Oh, yeah. Well, so basically, I researched this list, and there's a couple of omissions because some are not well-known hotties. The only unknown
Well,
hottie...
I think, Felk, you're overlooking the Jezebel article too fast, honestly. Let's go over the first few lines of dialogue from the Jezebel article.
Okay.
Eating at Carl's Jr. lately? I would guess not. I don't know about you, but haven't ordered from a Carl's Jr. / Hardee's since the late 90s when I realized that I could save cash and create the same flavors by pouring a bottle of barbecue sauce over a bunch of used Band-Aids. Thank you, Jezebel. That's great writing.
Why do you men hate feminists in 2017?
I think we failed to remember to mention when we discussed Carl's Jr. that it is referred to Hardee's for some Cool Boy Nation on the East Coast.
Yeah, good point.
Well, I think what is it? It's Hardee's for everyone east of Mississippi or Missouri River. I'm not sure which.
That sounds right. It's definitely East Coast. Hardee's is a better name than Carl's Jr.'s. Every time when I came out here, they didn't have them in Texas at the time, but when I came out to California and somebody told me that there's a restaurant, oh, you should try Carl's Jr. You should try Carl's Jr. I'm like, surely you mean Carl Jr.'s. I still don't understand why their fucking grammatically incorrect name is blasted. They should just call it Hardee's.
I mean, we could also go over even what Jezebel says about these. I mean, they go back to fucking like Paris Hilton and they discuss their issues with all of them.
Yeah, because they're...
It's upsetting because it's objectification of women. It's infuriating because who in their right mind eats a burger with sopping wet hands? That's sort of the Paris Hilton 2005 commercial. I mean, if we really want to get into like a top 3 and start narrowing this down, I think Hannah Ferguson is pretty incredible.
Yeah,
honestly,
she's awesome.
She might be the best. I actually like Kim Kardashian. If I'm not mistaken, some cool boy may have worked on a Kim Kardashian Carl's Jr. ad.
Yeah, some cool boy used to work for Carl's Jr. So he has inside knowledge on these situations.
I forgot about that.
Can that cool boy even talk about it at all or not?
Oh yeah, he could talk about it, but does he want to talk about it? I don't know. I guess we're talking about it right now.
Yeah. Well, Noli, why don't you just go ahead and talk about Kim Kardashian ad of Carl's Jr.
Her and her mom are not nice.
No.
But it's weird with a commercial. You shoot all day, and you shoot like fucking 30 different shots, and only 5 make it into a 30-second ad. It's crazy.
So I remember the episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians where they filmed the recording of the commercial of the Carl's Jr. ad, and when Kim rounds the corner after she's done shooting the ad, and she's walking outside, she catches eyes with a PA. And the PA immediately lowers his head and shoots his eyes straight to the ground. And it's a clear thing that happens in Hollywood all the time, where as crew members, you can't look the talent in the eyes. That's the type of talent where you know they're a complete asshole. It is on air that Kim Kardashian is clearly that type of talent, because this guy was scared for his job as soon as he realized he looked Kim right in the eyes. And it made her probably feel so awkward and assaulted.
I don't really care for Kim Kardashian. Actually, I almost consider not putting her on the list because I don't find her attractive. Same with Padma Lakshmi.
Yeah, I find her so attractive. I think she's.
I think she's photoshopped to look hot.
Yeah, with plastic surgery, she's still fucking super hot. Pamela Anderson.
Photoshop. Plastic surgery's fine. Photoshop means she's fake. She's a CGI model.
I think there are variations when Kim Kardashian was absolutely not photoshoppable necessarily and would have looked great without Photoshop. And I think there are times when she clearly needs Photoshop to make herself look amazing.
Look at her in early 2000s before her surgeries, and she's beat.
Is she?
Yep, she's beat.
She's beat.
Well, you know better than us.
Okay, well, she's only one name of many.
I've seen her up close, and at the time when I worked with her, she was pretty.
No, okay.
She's pretty. But, I mean, if you have Sarah Jean Underwood and Emily Ratajkowski in the same video, that's my number 1.
Oh really? Yeah. Well, I still say Hannah Ferguson's better than them, but I could put those as my number 2 and 3 easy.
So what I was trying to say at the beginning is to make this exciting, I think we should be judging these women not based on like their hotness, because Jenny McCarthy's beautiful in her own time, but her Carl's Jr. ad was for a salad and it was late. Judge them by the hotness in the commercials themselves.
Well, then Audrina Patridge wins.
Yeah, good call.
Sarah Jean Underwood and Emily almost kiss.
They do, and they show their butt cheeks quite a bit. The problem is that both of those chicks have been naked, and like, so that's not peak hotness. That's maximum level hotness for R-rated girls. Whereas
that's not even maximum. That's like stuff or FHM.
Yeah,
not even FHM. That's just stuff.
Yeah,
I have no problem with Audrina's video. She's in a bikini. She looks great.
She does.
How did they even offer Hayden Panettiere a fucking video? She has no tits.
And she shows nothing. I feel like that was at the end.
Clothed.
That was the end of her. Yeah, she still shows a little bit of cleavage when she bites it.
All right. Well, then how about this? I think number 1 then is still Audrina Patridge if we're basing it off commercial. I think number 2 maybe then would go to Hannah Ferguson. And then number 3, what about Charlotte McKinney? I mean, she doesn't really show much, but she's quote-unquote nude in it, right?
It's too fakey. It's too conceptual. I feel like showing the bikini body is always going to be way hotter.
The Carl's Jr. ad for Paris Hilton is probably the only time Paris Hilton was like hot.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I
agree with that though. That is definitely like the best she's looked because they are scientists. They know what they're doing when they shoot that shit.
You know what, guys? The Jenny McCarthy one is so boring. I forgot I worked on that one.
Really?
I worked on that one, and I forgot about it.
Oh, you worked on that? You don't even remember it?
I don't even remember it because it was so boring. But you know what I didn't know is Samantha Hoops. I haven't seen that commercial. I find her very attractive.
Yeah.
So
she's really hot.
She is very hot. I actually put my top 3 right in the beginning, which is Kate Upton's number 1. I don't know why you guys are underrating Kate Upton.
Because I don't think it's based on the ad. It's not as good.
You don't think so? I mean,
I like Kate Upton.
She looks good. I mean, she's sweaty.
No, she's 2/3 of her body is covered in a fucking polka dot dress.
That is true. That is true. Her ass cheek is.
Hannah Ferguson, Audrina Patridge, and fucking Paris Hilton are even hotter ads, honestly.
Fair enough. Well, the Hannah Ferguson has Paris Hilton, and I think that was a 2014 ad. Her original ad was 2004. So 10 years later, she returns.
Let's put Audrina number 1. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, right? So I guess my number 1 is Audrina, number 2 is Hannah, and my number 3 would be Charlotte McKinney, just based on ads alone.
I'll accept that. Well, except for Charlotte's the.
Nah, fuck that. I get rid of Charlotte McKinney. I like Nina Adgal.
Oh God, those abs. Oh, those abs.
Yeah, she's actually too skinny for me, dude, and that's weird.
Catherine Webb, I don't get Catherine Webb. Sorry, I don't get her.
No, she sucks. If you have Emily and Sarah Jean in the same video, that's my number 1.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, number 1.
They're so fucking hot. Both of them, they bring different qualities. You bring the skinny big tits, and you bring like the curvy big tits. Small big tits.
Yeah, I go with the number 1, Audrina number 2, and then what? Hannah Ferguson number 3, or no? Someone hates Hannah Ferguson. I forgot about that, right?
I don't hate her.
I'll
throw Audrina Partridge in there, and I'll throw Kate Upton in there, and I'll throw.
Okay, I'll take Kate third.
Anyway, these girls are all beautiful. Charlotte McKinney is beautiful too. I mean, these are all fine.
Yeah, this time the consensus was fun.
I would say Emily Ratajkowski, Sarah Jean Underwood is a great number 1. They're both incredibly hot women. Audrina Patridge, I think, would be number 2, and then let's go with Kate Upton as number 3.
Perfect.
That's fine. Yeah, that's quite good.
Did we actually agree without you guys just having to succumb to whatever I chose?
No, that's perfect.
Oh wow.
I would still have to put. Wait, Kate Upton was third.
Yeah. Just because she's not Audrina Patridge when it comes to the commercial.
I actually agree with that list. Yes.
We snuck 4 girls into the top 3.
Attaboy, cool boys. That's some fuckboy technology right there.
You know what gets me hotter than big tits, though?
What's that?
Big dongs. Love that dong. Love that fast food dong. Really love that Ronald McDonald dong.
All right, you heard it, folks. It's love that dong. That means it is time to name 3 celebs. And guess who has the biggest dick and why?
And we have some fabulous celebs tonight.
Oh, fabulous celebs indeed, because this episode segment is called Fast Food Dongs, and that includes Ronald McDonald, Burger King Rape King, and Jack.
Yeah, there's not too much to Jack.
It was a missed opportunity. No one said Wiener Schnitzel was their favorite fast food.
I hate Wiener Schnitzel.
Yeah, it's not very good. All they do is hot dogs. Their hot dogs suck.
It's horrible.
They can't even get hot dogs right. They fucking failed the hot dogs.
The only reason I wanted to do this as the Love That Dong is just to discuss the Burger King who's going to rape you, and the fact that there's a weird Terry Richardson shoot with him with a bunch of that's like one of the more tame ones.
Is that real?
Yeah, it's a real shoot. That's a real Burger King promotion where they had Terry Richardson fucking shoot him. The one on the left's from an actual commercial where he would terrorize people. He's number 2 on my list.
Somebody in Cool Boy Nation has worked in the past with Burger King Rape King, and apparently when he's on set with that mask, he cannot legally take it off. He has to keep that mask on the entire time during the production of the recording of the commercial, and he has to embody being quote unquote the Burger King Rape King the entire time.
This is real?
Yeah, it's real. I also think that Jack is probably likely to have that same contract, just based on what my understanding of the Burger King Rape King.
Jack's my number 3. I think Jack. I'm assuming the voice is different from the guy. Whereas,
well, Felk, you don't have to pick a top 3 out of this. This is just you pick the biggest.
I guess the Rape King.
Yeah. You don't get to become the Rape King for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, Ronald, it's kind of irrelevant. I mean, the cool Ronald.
Wait, are we talking about Ronald McDonald or Ronald McDonald? Because Ronald McDonald's probably got a huge cock.
Yeah.
He looks like he's packing heat. He's like pumping iron in this picture you provided.
Yeah, that's fucking Carrot Top.
That's Carrot Top.
Fucking like his V muscles going all the way to his fucking yellow pubes.
That's Carrot Top's actual hair and spray painted that. Because Carrot Top's ripped, which is one of the disturbing truths of this world. And he's a twin.
You have to be when you're hated that much, right?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know why he took that photo. I don't know why he agreed to do that.
His dick is pretty much out.
Yeah, I think Carrot Top.
We shouldn't talk about the photo.
What?
Because nobody can see it but us.
Google Carrot Top Ronald McDonald and you'll see this photo as well.
Yes. It's disgusting. It's photoshopped, right? The whole thing's photoshopped, other than just his muscles.
I think that's body paint, but I may be wrong.
No,
It looks like body paint to me. It's body paint.
You think he actually did that?
I think he's Carrot Top. So yeah, I believe it.
Is that what Carrot Top does? He just paints himself now?
Honestly, I don't know who has the biggest dick. This is very confusing to me. Like, I don't want to award the Rape King the biggest dick, but
Noli, I think you're onto something there, because that Rape King, he sounds insensitive to women.
Yeah, he's got to rape people. Like, I think if you're raping, you got a small dick. But
yeah, I think that's actually
Jack in the Box. I'm just looking at his hands. His hands look decent size. His head's a little big, but his hands look good. He might have a big dick.
Good looking hands.
And he's very confident in all his business meetings. He's like, hey, I got the Jumbo Jack. I got the Sourdough Jack.
It was a Halloween costume for Carrot Top. He did indeed spray his body that way.
Aw, thank you.
Fantastic. I'm going to go with Jack, guys. I think Jack's got the biggest dick.
I'll respect that.
He's so confident.
I guess I have to go with my original thought was you don't become called a Burger King Rape King for nothing. So he has the biggest dick, I guess.
Yeah. That's a stereotype we should attribute to rapists.
Big dick rapists.
Yeah. All right. Cool Boy Nation, tell us about any of your funny or interesting favorite fast food restaurants. Also, if you have any questions or any more insight into our favorite fast food restaurants, then let us know.
What does that even mean?
Yeah,
and obviously, Cool Boy Nation, if you have any bodies or dongs you'd like to mention and throw in the mix for us to review and alert Cool Boy Nation to, please let us know, as we always love seeing those bodies and dongs. And Andy, why not a round 2? Send us another batch of dongs.
Oh, God.
And an apology to Felk.
I'm waiting, Andy.
I thought we ended this drama. Did we end this
drama?
No,
I'm asking for more dongs and an apology now.
Oh, God.
We have the upper hand. Cool Boy Nation has the upper hand. New episodes of the Cool Boys Podcast come out every Tuesday. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at Cool Boys Podcast and find us on Facebook as the Cool Boys Podcast. You can email us at thecoolboyspodcast@gmail.com. That's the Cool Boys Podcast. And be sure to like and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube by searching for the Cool Boys Podcast. Be sure to rate and review us on iTunes as the Cool Boys Podcast. And you can donate to us on Patreon and receive additional episodes of Cool Boys After Dark and a Cool Boys shout out on our normal episodes that air every Tuesday. You can find the Cool Boys on Patreon at patreon.com/coolboyspodcast. Thank you for listening. Stay cool, Cool Boy Nation. Until next time, it's Bizees from Felk.
And that's Bizees from Blaster Ballard. Party on, Nolan.
Party on. Party on.
Party on.
Excellent.
You are outstanding American boy.
You have excelled in all things.
I pump while I dump. Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
So cool.
Oh, yeah.
This episode of the Cool Boys Podcast was brought to you by...
Do you have to order PSLs? Tall PSL?
PSL?
Pumpkin spice latte?
Yeah. Seasonal.
I don't fuck with that shit.
That's so gangster.
I think my favorite drink there is the CUM.
That's cum?
Ooh, you guys are catching on.
Yummy.
What's your name? My name is C. Cum. I guess
What?
whatever. Edit that out.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense. Let's roll.
Get some
Cool
So serious.